Lydia Dahling and S.K. James had shared a passion for the Nevada outback when they'd first met and known each other in Reno at the start of NadaDada. He had roamed the dirt roads of Nevada with his camera and his old Jeep for more than a decade, and she had been raised on the last edges of the American frontier.
It was pretty much the middle of nowhere. It's a beautiful, beautiful place, though, just because it is so wild.
Lydia had grown up in the same remote regions of California and Nevada that James had depicted in many of his images, and the two became fast friends.
All over California and Nevada, wilderness areas, I think that's where I get a lot of my values, and why I ended up connecting maybe with S.K. James is because we had like a love of nature and a love of this landscape here.
By 2007, James had made his startling impact on the art world, and Lydia had moved to Los Angeles and was producing what would later become the smash debut album for a band from Reno known as Walk of Shame. The two artists had not seen each other for years when they ran into each other at the Getty Museum in Santa Monica.
I ran into him at the Getty with Chad and Savario. They were already well on their way, and he had been doing, he was big, you know. I knew him, but we really weren't quite, you know, in touch for a while there when he was getting really big. But
she and James drank wine and took pictures of Los Angeles all afternoon with friends and fellow NadaDada artists Chad Sorg and Saverio Cine.
I was already working on a project with some friends who had been going back and forth, the Walk of Shame, my band that's out here that's doing so well. So I invited him to come to the studio.
James went to her studio that night. Lydia played her music for him, and he showed her some of his latest work. The two talked and laughed until the early morning. It was the last time she would ever see James again.